having so far here at Hunky Crafts. Welcome to our show. We are so glad to have you with us. We've got a really exciting brand new launch for you. My name is Rebecca Marks and I will be hosting this fabulous show for you guys at home to chill out and get some crafty inspiration. We've got a new book, we've got kiosks, we've got everything going on in this show. Let's say good morning to the rest of our team. Are you okay, Lisa?
What do you mean they're not on?
Mike's not on. Definitely on.
Is it muted?
Everything's turned on.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Right, let me turn off and turn back on.
You are very low, Bex. Okay. Figuring it out.
Right, can they hear you now?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
I've got very mixed comments.
We have got this comment.
We do, don't we?
Everything's saying that it's working.
And Barry's clicked.
Yeah. That says on. That says on.
And you can hear us on the screen.
It's bouncing.
Bouncing.
No, there's a lot. Most of the comments are saying no.
I'm so confused. I don't.
Oh dear. No, let's put it back on something else before we figure it out.
Yes.
Yes,
Right.
okay.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. We'll be back. Good morning, everybody. Back for round two. Let's go again. Everyone says it was me. It was me. I'm sorry. But
Just a little bit of a
hopefully-
dodgy cable.
Just a little bit of a dodgy
But
cable.
we're fine.
isn't
We'll
it?
be back now, hopefully.
Yes, we're back for some crafty fun. We've got our wonderful peel-off launch with a brand new project book for you to dive into. So let's crack on with the show. I'll introduce everybody. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
On production today. And in the demonstration station, we've got the one and only Natalie.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good, ready to craft along with the peel-offs.
Yeah, they're so fun, aren't they?
There's lots of different things you can do with them, and I think it's quite it's a very traditional craft, but the designs that we've got in this, and obviously the book and all of the different
Yeah.
techniques, I think it really brings it up to sort of like up to date, and it's something that's quite fun when you get into it.
I definitely think so. And I mean, you know, it just goes to show this is set 9, 10, 11 and 12.
Yeah.
So they've been so popular.
So popular.
Which is not hard to see why. They're one of those really nice, easy crafts. They can take you straight from to beginner and beyond. So we are absolutely going to have a look at those. Good morning, everybody. Everyone's saying the mics are better, aren't they now, Lisa?
Perfect.
That's wonderful. All good.
Panic over.
Yeah, panic over. We don't like technical issues here. What a fun week we're having. Okay, let's look at this week's Win It Weekly.
Okay, this week's prize is our wonderful stickable Miri Ultimate Collection with those 4 packs of gold and silver stickable Miri. We've got the gold and silver in the DL, and we have the A5 sheets for you. They're worth the best part of £30, sorry, £29.96. We've got 3 lucky winners. All you have to do is like, share and comment with your answer to the following question. Worldwide, which of the following products is produced most each year? Is it A, cheese, B, cocoa, or C, coffee? Interesting. Lots and lots of comments coming through for that, so keep your answers coming in. We will announce those lucky winners on Friday. Can't wait for that. Okay. Lots of comments coming in. Okay, wonderful. Let's get on with today's launch. We don't just do one launch a week here, guys. It is our wonderful peel-offs with the project book number 3. So let's have a look. Absolutely stunning samples on there. The team have worked so hard on this wonderful new peel-off launch that we've got for you guys at home, and we just can't wait to dive in and show you. Lisa has just reminded me, isn't this the best news ever? It's the prize rollover announcement later on in the show.
Yay.
For that massive prize.
That was a good prize.
It was a great prize. So we will be announcing that later on in the show. Keep your eyes peeled for that. So right, let's dive into our peel off, shall we? So it is our Ultimate Collection number 3. So our all occasions peel off sticker sets 9 to 12, and the project books. Is this project book 3? Project book 3. It says on the cover project book 3. Okay. We're going to dive into the book first, aren't we, Lisa? Amazing. So our peel off project book 3, just to say, gorgeous ideas and inspiration here for your crafting sort of projects and how to use these. Very simple, lovely makes. Very little extra stash used in these projects. We want you to be able to pick up these peel-offs, and pretty much every crafter, no matter how big or small your stash, every single crafter can join in the fun with these beautiful peel-offs. Really different from the standard traditional peel-offs as well.
There's lots of really cool, like quite contemporary and quirky designs.
Yeah.
You'll see that we've got sort of like things for him, things for her covered in here. We've got a really nice mix of sort of designs that we've chosen this time that kind of like round off like the peel-offs that we've already got, so these can be used really nicely in conjunction with the first launch that we did, or you can use them like separately. It's a really nice mix of designs, and when you look at all the different images and things we've got in each collection, you'll actually notice how well they are going to be able to work together as well.
Yeah, definitely. They all complement each other, don't they?
They all work really well, and there's lots of different designs. We're going to be able to like mix and match in our cards, which is quite fun too.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. We love to mix and match, and like I say, when things complement each other so well, it makes your stash last longer. It takes it further. You're able to make more cards and a more exciting range of projects. So this is your peel off project book number 3. It's £7.99, but do not buy it that way. Buy it in our absolute ultimate collection with all 4 of our brand new peel offs that we've got in your ultimate collection. So this will contain your project book and sets 9 to 12. It's saving £10. Which is basically a whole set of peel-offs for free, which is just amazing, isn't it? $37.95 for that, but obviously you're getting even bigger savings with your club and diamond prices. Okay, so your set number 9 is your birthdays. Don't forget, you can buy anything separately if you want to do it that way, or if you need any extras. So they contain each sort of set in a set contains 12 peel-off stickers. They're sort of 9x4 inches, 6 designs in gold and silver. And you will just simply take your craft knife, your fingers if you're really handy, or your sort of 3-in-1 die brush tool as well. So we've got these beautiful designs. Now this text is massive, the real centerpiece sentiment.
It's huge, isn't it? These are like really big.
Yeah.
And they're really nice to sort of like mix and match together.
Yes, they absolutely are. It's got that really fun, like Natalie said, more contemporary typography on there. You've got kind of brush letter into this. There we go. So you've got happy birthday, you've got make a wish, let's eat cake. They're all separate words as well if you want to place them around, make backgrounds with these, etc. And then you've got the same in the silver, and then you have got some of your more smaller ones. Now these are all relatives, so not just for birthdays, anything. And I love that BFF one in the middle is fabulous, isn't it? And then you've got son, dad, more traditional sort of mother and father, son, daughter, aunt, grandmother, grandparents. Obviously, like I say, I love the BFF one. You've also got variations such as like mom, etc., etc. on there for you. So that's absolutely lovely. We love having all that variety. And then again, you've got those in beautiful little, same typography, but more kind of like words and wishes. So you've got happy birthday, you've got hello. Again, you can just see how shiny they are. They are so difficult. Best enjoyed, obviously, up close and personal at home for you. But they're absolutely jam-packed. So you've got get well, just a note, just because, thinking of you, love and hugs, best wishes. So many different ones on there. And then you've got these beautiful borders and strips on here, absolutely stunning. So they'll go with all of your collections. You've got loopy ones, spotty ones, scalloped borders on there. Again, you can just see all of that incredible detail on those. So again, you've got those ones, and then you've got some more sort of intricate lace designs, sort of like doily patterns on there. Beautiful, beautiful. And you just peel and stick. It is as easy as that. And then we've got these wonderful dotty ones to finish. So that is set 9. Absolutely incredible amount of variety and choice in there. And then we've got our set 10, which is our plants and flowers. Now this one's super jazzy. Again, plants and flowers, but really contemporary.
There's a really nice mix in here as well. Like I think in the first sort of like everyday collection we did, they were very much sort of floral designs, so big blooms and things like that. With this one, we've really mixed it up, so you are going to get quite a nice variety. Yeah,
definitely. So like you say, you've got those really fun and funky ferns, you've got the beautiful hydrangeas. Anne-Marie did a great demo with those at Hobby Maker if you want to take a look at that one. We've got the, like you say, just really different, aren't they? Those teacups with those lilies bursting out. Absolutely stunning. We've got the dandelion with the sort of dandelion clock just fluttering in the breeze on those. Absolutely stunning. And then again, these are really fun and funky, aren't they? The little hanging baskets. Again, you could just imagine those going along like a DL or a 4x8 card, showing them all off. Again, getting that layout library out as well and using some of those layouts. And then we've got these wonderful arched windows. Don't forget, you can use all the sort of waste or the innard pieces on your projects as well. And again, you've got floral sprays and borders on those ones. So they are lovely. And then we have our next set, which is hobbies and pastimes. Is that this one? With the crafty goodies. Isn't this cute? You've got your scissors in there, your paintbrushes, pots of glue, pots of paint. There we go. Just getting that camera angle right. And you have got crafting makes everything better. What a true sentiment that is. Absolutely wonderful. You've got sort of baking and making there. You pinny again, that could be on your crafty cards on there as well, anyone like that. We've got sort of traditional sewing implements here. We've got the tape measure, the mannequin's absolutely beautiful, the pin cushion, and then again you've got You're So Sweet on there. What a jazzy little sentiment that is. I love that. And we've got music notes and headphones, guitars, records, listen to the music, so you get matching sentiments on these as well. You've got sing and dance on there as well, and then we've got all of those fun DIY tools on there. Again, perfect for Father's Day coming up in the next couple of weeks. And again, another cracking one, those golf clubs. I love the little golf course as well with the green.
It's really cool, isn't it?
So cool. I absolutely love that. And you have got the sentiments, enjoy the day, for that one as well. You've got all your little golf balls at the bottom. Absolutely stunning. There's one more set and then we are going to Natalie for a demo. And this one is our birthdays. Oh, I did them the wrong way around. The other one was the sentiments and borders. I do apologise. Yeah, I'm sorry. This one is birthdays, sorry. So you've got all your balloons, you've got your big birthdays here. I saw that happy birthday sheet, Lisa, and the candles, and I think it threw me. That girl with the balloons as well, how cute is she? So fun, isn't it? And again, like you say, so contemporary and on trend. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, perfect for birthdays as well, and also gorgeous makes. We have got this one with all of those piles of presents, and you can do so much with these. Absolutely be getting your project book out. We've got the champagne with the glasses and the party hats there. We've got cheers, cheers, cheers. Absolutely stunning. This one is so fun.
Great one.
The burgers and fries.
It's really cool.
Love this. It's so cool, isn't it? Absolutely amazing level of detail in there. So you've got that burger with absolutely fully loaded. You've got the fries and the drinks on there, the drinks cup on there with the little straw. Super cute one, foiled again in gold and silver. And then we have that wonderful envelope bursting with those blooms. Again, every bit of space is pretty much covered. You've got hearts in here, filling the gap, that wonderful strip on this side. Absolutely incredible. I'm going to show you a few mates and then we are going straight over to Natalie. I cannot wait. But there's so much you can do with this. I mean, look at this little crafty pen pot here.
It's really cool, this,
so cool, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Crafting just makes everything better. We've got those borders in there as well. Absolutely stunning. So as Natalie said, you can totally mix and match with your sets here. We've got this one, beautiful one. They're great on acetate because you don't need glue. Really
good on acetate.
You don't need glue, you don't need any adhesive. It's just going to be absolutely perfect on there. We've got ones with a bit of colouring added. That's stunning card, that. That's one of yours. I love that. What great colours. And then we've got the, again, that burger and fries. This one's in the project book as well. Yeah. I did see that one in there. We've got this one as well with the black. Absolutely fabulous, isn't it, in the black? It's really impactful.
And it just shows how using like your colours you can really transform the look of your peel-offs.
Yeah, it just looks so different, doesn't it? And I know we launched black edge foiled edge card blanks as well, so definitely be grabbing those as well.
They work so good together.
They work so great, don't they? We've got that one. Throwing in some pattern papers behind there, so clever. Again, just simply stunning makes on here. Mixing and matching it with pretty much all of your stash. So clever, isn't it? And then finally we've got that one. So you can just simply pop them on a white background. Yeah. So easy. So whatever makes you're doing, these are absolutely fabulous little addition to your craft stash. But we're going to see what Natalie's going to do for her first demo.
We're going to use some acetate and we're mixing and matching quite a lot of designs here. So I've got my sentiments which have all of our sort of relatives on. Aww. We're going to use our dandelion clocks, and then I've got two borders sections because I'm not really sure which ones we're going to use. But I know that we are going to pop these onto one of our acetate card sentiment fronts. So this is one of our 8x8 acetate fronts, and we're going to trim this down to make like a 7x5. So I'm going to start by taking like ½ an inch off both sides of this because I want my sentiment to obviously stay in the middle. Yeah. So popping that down to 7, and then I want my sentiment to be quite high up on here as well, so I'm just going to cut this down to oh no, I want to do it, I'm doing it 5
7x5, so you need to cut a bit more off your sides.
I need to do this at 6,
Oh,
And
yeah.
then I'm going to add in my score line as well. So then we've got that sentiment just towards like the top, because we're going to put a lot of detail on the bottom here with our peel off. So
Gorgeous.
bringing this in with our trimmer, scoreboard, sorry, and I'm just going to score at 5. So you can see now that that sentiment sits really nice and proud
Ooh,
at the
yeah.
top of this, which is going to be perfect for what we're going to do with our dandelions. I've then got some gold mirri, because of course we're doing the design in gold,
Yeah.
and we're going to use one of our essential pads. This one is the gorgeous watercolour.
Oh,
So I've gone for
that.
this gorgeous lemon colour, and I'm just going to trim this down so that we've got a nice, what did we do there, 1/4 of an inch around the outside edge.
So you're matting and layering this onto your gold mirri?
Yes, so we're going to build our card blank up
Oh, gorgeous. Yeah, yeah.
here. So I'm just going to go in, this mirri is 5x7, and we're just going to stick our acetate straight onto here,
Oh, nice.
so that we are building our own sort of like card blank.
Yep.
And then we can just go in and add this page in, and I'm just going to do that with my normal tape runner.
Yep.
So covering that across here is going to give us that nice like watercolour wash
yeah.
background that looks so beautiful. So just going to give this acetate a really nice burnish down so it sits quite flat, and then we can start with getting all of our bits and pieces, and there's loads of different tools you can use for picking up your peel offs. I like to kind of like just lift the edge up, and then you can use your tweezers
Yep.
really nicely. You want to be quite careful with some of the more delicate bits, and then once you've got it off in sort of like one section, you can just sort of stretch this out now, and we're going to
that's
place
it.
this.
You can sort of manipulate that positioning with these,
Yeah.
can't you? Like you say, you can sort of bend them round corners and stretch them out.
We're going to place these like along the edge here,
Beautiful.
because you do get lots of different sizes
Yeah.
in this design.
Yeah, it's a stunning design.
So we can just stick this down, and having your tweezers is really helpful because it allows you to sort of like lift pieces off, and if any elements like these little bits here get stuck to each other,
Yes.
you can just pull them off and then like line that on there really nice, and then flatten that out. So you've got sort of like this scene that we're going to build up across here. So I'm going to like alternate between my largest ones and my smallest ones.
I mean, if you want to be frugal, even leaving it at that would be fine.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, it's definitely something that you can add sort of like more or less to. But we're going to build up
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we want to show it
our
off in
scene
our
the whole way
demos.
across
Yeah,
this
of course.
background here. So let's just take another one of these. Just kind of like peeling it off, getting that placement right with my tweezers, and then just laying that bottom section down, and then you can just leave, sort of go from one part of this to the other part.
Yeah, that's it. And then pressing it down when you're happy.
And you do have quite a little bit of time. They're not super sticky like you would imagine red liner tape to be. So if you find that your position's off, or you just want to move something around, you do absolutely have the time to be able to lift that up and do that. So we're going to go back in with this one now.
Love this.
And then our last one, we're obviously going to go back in with one of those really large ones on here.
Yeah.
And I think you just get so much variety.
Yeah, you do.
Within the designs that we've got as well. So it really makes them stand out. Let me just pull that little bit off there. You've got that stuck a bit on the bottom. Your tweezers are definitely a bit more helpful on these larger sections.
Yes, absolutely. Ooh. Especially with those like delicate little stems as well.
If you were thinking this looks really messy, how can we do this where we're not sort of like mixing and matching all these designs, you can get your transfer sheets, and we're going to use them in a later demo, and they will really help with sticking these down. Now this does go over the edge, so I wasn't too fussed about this because I am going to trim some of this down.
Yeah.
So it kind of like fits the whole way across, but we're not going to do sort of the whole design the whole way across.
And look how neat it looks on the reverse.
This off here. I know, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we're just going to go along the edge of our acetate just to pop that off, and then you can stick that back down because we can reuse it.
Yep.
On here. Get that placement right. There we go. And then what I would always suggest with any of your peel off designs is to go in with your burnishing tool and do it on the back, because then you aren't going to sort of like damage your peel offs at all, and that is going to make sure that they are super secure. So I'm just going to trim that edge there. I'm going to use one of my border strips, and I am going to use some of these little butterflies as well. So I think I'm going to use my craft knife just to lift these up, because they are a little bit more tiny. It's just a bit easier to do it with my craft knife.
Yeah.
But you can see how
that's
delicate
so cute.
these are. You've got really beautiful little sort of like butterfly elements on here that you can just place in the background, and this is really going to help to build that scene up that we've been sort of like creating here. But just how easy this is to sort of like put together, it's magnificent, really.
Absolutely.
I was going to do my design on the front, but I'm thinking I might actually do it on the inside of here so that it sits and gives you a bit more definition. I've decided these ones are going to be the ones I'm going to use.
Yep.
And I like to take them off. Oh, everyone's going to have different like personal ways they like to use their peel offs. But for me, I like to like, take the whole strip off. I'm going to place one bit where we want it to go.
Yep.
And then just line that across until I'm happy with the placement.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to trim that edge. I'll leave it here because we might come back for it. Always reuse a lot of these, which I think is great.
Yeah, you can do. Absolutely, just stick them back on the sheet.
We're just going to go over that dot so we know that it's lined up. Lie that down again. Trim it again. And then let's use this piece, because we might be able to use this piece and that other last bit to be able to make up this edge to save us some.
Yep.
So we can just go across here. It's a little bit, a teeny tiny little bit.
Bit short on that side.
Bit short on that side, so I'm just going to trim into that piece. And then we can just go back over here.
Gorgeous.
That's better. Straighten that out so we're happy with it.
Yep.
And then again, just lie it down. It's really super simple to sort of use.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your peel offs, and I think when you see sort of how delicate and different the cards can be that you make, it really sort of like shows in the design. So let's just pop that.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, we've got one more strip to do.
I think everyone was saying how good the samples were, and again, it just shows you what you can do with them.
So I'd say this card is probably like the most simple way to use your peel offs.
Yeah, but
so we're just using like a really nice muted background, your acetate, and we're just layering these off. There's really fun things we can do with colours and like making shaker cards from these.
It's nice to see them this way though, in almost like their purest form, and it's showing off all the rest of your stash, like the acetate and the paper.
And then I'm just going to again burnish over the back of here to make sure that those peel offs that we've stuck down are super secure, and then we can just pop this over.
What a stunning card. And like you say, so simple.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Absolutely. And like a 10-minute make.
It's absolutely incredible.
Absolutely stunning. Look at the level of that detail and that pretty design on there. Andrea says, beautiful card. Absolutely agree. thank you. I'm sure the rest of the comments are on their way for how gorgeous that card is. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I was engrossed in that. Let's get ready for part 2. We've got more peel off fun to show you. Absolutely stunning card. Okay, so we have, this is what we wanted to show you. Our peel off transfer foil. So this is 4 of your single-sided transfer sheets, which are just so great to transfer your peel offs onto your cardstock or your acetate or any of your projects on there. They are so handy. Always worth grabbing a couple of packs of oh my goodness, there's so much love coming now. I was like, where are the comments? Where is everybody? Everyone was engrossed because we've got gorgeous card, lovely card, stunning. Love this card, says Catherine. Gorgeous card, says Linda. Wow. Yeah, it just goes to show how easy they are to make. Stunning, simple, beautiful mates. So yes, your transfer foil is $3.99 for 4 sheets. They last for ages. You can obviously chop bits into these, etc. So we love that. We have our Ultimate Collection 2 for you. Oh, I did miss this one. It's lovely to see it. It is absolutely wonderful. And again, you could mix and match some of these designs with our new collection that you've got. Absolutely have them all working super hard. So let me get that camera angle. So these are beautiful floral borders on here. Again, we've got more sentiments in here. So these are sets 5 to 8. So we've got our floral outlines. And again, you could be copying Nat's design with this certain florals in here. We've got beautiful roses on there with sort of all of those petals and those leaves. Gorgeous. And then we have these stunning designs as well. I love that they're almost like in the squares for those outlines. So we've got the tulip design there. And again, we've got another rose and a floral sort of bouquet on there for you. And again, we've got sort of more of those designs. We've got the daisies and again, some sort of more cute kind of ditzy florals on there. Absolutely stunning. Again, you do have to get them home to like fully appreciate them. And then we've got these are so fun, aren't they? Those big bold blooms with those ginormous petals. They are stunning. We've got a really nice example with those on our Diamond Sparkle card. And then we have that beautiful bouquet there. Absolutely jam-packed sheets on here. We've got the wonderful vase. Best wishes, thinking of you, get well soon, happy birthday, just to say thank you. But how good are these little borders that you get with those little teeny tiny flowers? How cute are they? I love those. They are stunning, absolutely stunning. I really hope I'm showing these off to their full potential. So we've got that one. We've got butterflies and dragonflies on here. Oh, these are awesome. Absolutely awesome. Again, really lovely big centerpieces here. You've got little butterfly trails on there. Again, this one absolutely jam-packed with some of those smaller designs. They'd make brilliant backgrounds, wouldn't they? Like really ones like these. Yeah. So good. And especially, you know, think about your acetate, think about your black card, your craft card, anything like that, something a bit different. Again, we've got all of those teeny tiny butterflies. I love them because they're all the same shape and size. So they are absolutely stunning. Again, lovely big centerpiece butterflies on here. You get 4 on those sheets. And again, you can be stocking up on any that you've missed from our previous collections. They are all available separately to buy for you. And then we've got these ones as well. They're stunning with the more borders and corner pieces. And again, lots of wing detail on there. There's so much going on in these. And then we've got those sort of more whimsical, like fantasy ones there as well, with all that sort of stardust around there. Absolutely stunning. You can just see how incredible those are. And then we have, again, more borders and corners for you. Different designs in each one. So it really is worth getting just the full potential of the full range of peel-offs that we do here at Hunky Dory Crafts. I just think we have such variety and such choice.
We do.
It's incredible. I don't think I've ever seen so many peel-offs before.
No, I know. There's loads and loads in this collection.
Absolutely. And to think we only really started doing them our own range like last year is just just phenomenal how much choice we've been able to bring you in the past sort of 12 to 18 months. Absolutely incredible. On here we've got those lovely corners, again those sweet little ditzy daisies. I absolutely love those. Again with some of the smaller ones, it's just, there we go, awesome. And then we have, oh, this is so handy, personalization at its peak.
Oh yeah, these are great.
They're so great. You get that full alphabet. You get caps and small ones. So if you're doing names, you've got the capital letters for those. Again, absolutely so much you can do with these. And lots of different really fun fonts and typography for you on there. Again, you've got the more sort of traditional peel-off style. You get all your numbers for your dates, your scrapbooks, your journals, anything like that, wedding dates. Absolutely awesome. And then again, we've got beautiful sentiments, absolutely jam-packed full here. You can be making so many different cards with these. Gorgeous sort of, again, more modern, contemporary brush lettering style. You've got hello, happy birthday, just because, with love, just for you, and thank you as well on there. Again, you're getting gold and silver, and then these beautiful big chunky ones as well. I absolutely love those. You've got hi, happy birthday, hello, thinking of you, best wishes, thank you, get well soon, and just because. Absolutely incredible. So we're going to show you a few more cards, and then we're going straight back to Natalie. That was that one with those flowers and that diamond sparkle. So don't forget, you can back these onto pattern papers.
They look really good, sort of like matted and layered, kind of like a paper piecing effect.
Paper piecing, yeah, absolutely. It is sort of that way. And again, you can just, it's so easy to just snip round, isn't it, to paper piece them. So we've got that gorgeous example. We've got these ones where they've been lifted off that background for that almost kind of like masking technique.
Yes.
So
it's such
clever.
a good idea, this one.
Absolutely gorgeous. This one as well, just showing it off, and again the dimension. We've just backed that onto some acetate to lift those wings up. And again, there is no extra stash on there other than acetate.
No, acetate, your card blank. This is how simple and stunning your cards can be with this collection.
Absolutely. We've got this really fun rainbow example on our black. We've got that beautiful, so again, this would be like your waist from those butterflies, using it as a background.
It's cool, isn't it?
So clever. I haven't seen any of these cards, so they are just absolutely wonderful to just dive in and take a look. Gorgeous on the craft card. And again, you can be making those really special.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so great, isn't it? For exam season, anything like that. Oh, I love this one. This is absolutely amazing. Amy has made, I'm not surprised Amy has made this.
I know.
She's made her own little word search.
She's crazy, isn't she? But again, another literally just using dies, just using the words that we've got. And I love the fact that she's got, like, it's an actual like puzzle as well. You've got like 10 crafty words to find.
Yes.
Hunky Dory's in there. You can see
Hunky
prism
Dory
in there as well.
Oh my goodness. Prism at the bottom. Oh, that is such a fun
really
project,
clever,
isn't it? But we are going to dive straight back into today's launch, and we're going to get our second demo.
Bex, can you get me this from behind Anne-Marie in silver?
Yeah,
I was going to
birthday
use it in gold,
milestones.
but I'm definitely going to use it in silver now. So I'm going to use one of our foiled edge cards. I've gone for this from our Bright selection, which has the gorgeous pink on here. And we're actually going to transform our peel off by colouring it in. So when you do this, you want to use like the darker shades of your colours, because obviously they go a little bit more muted when they go down. So this is our 599. And we're going to colour one of our little balloon girls in here with this. So I'm just going to use the largest edge of my design. Now, if you want to use the sort of like the waist differently, then you can sort of remove your peel off and colour it in on like a separate sheet if you want to, but just for the purpose of this demo. And of course I could remake this card again using that waist. So I'm just going to go in and colour the whole thing in here, this whole outline in this deep pink colourway.
Gorgeous.
So you want to go in kind of like circular motions. What you don't want to do is go over the same edge too many times, because what you'll find is that it actually kind of like removes the colour, because it has that shiny feel to it. So going over it as much as you can, straight away is going to give you the best like finish
Absolutely.
on here. So going to colour all of those bits in, and then we're going to use our Trim Me for this. So I'm going to use the Yay Sweet 16.
What a perfect
which I think
one.
is at the very front of here. And we're going to trim this out. Now I'm not going to follow the guides because we want ours to sit to sort of like towards the top of our card so that our design can fit on the other side. So I'm going to
cool.
just mark, because I can kind of see where the foil is behind here.
Yeah, you can.
We've got like a little transparent look to this. So if I can just squidge this across a tiny little bit, then what I can do is just mark it.
Yep, with your pencil. Pete's saying, is it alcohol markers that you use to colour in the peel-offs? Yes, it is.
Yeah, they are the best option for colouring.
Yes.
Is your alcohol markers. It is going to give you that sort of like perfect finish.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm just going to go in and start by cutting the two edges down, because I know that that is where I want my design to be, that way. And then I can bring it back in and just again measure it up to make sure that that design is going to sit in the corner. So I can just again mark it with a pencil to where I want that to go. You could obviously measure the inside of your card blank first and then work it out from there if you wanted to, but sometimes it's just easier to do it by eye.
Yeah, I think
in this way. So this is going to be our design. Now I am going to add a little bit more colour to this as well. So let me grab, let me grab some of our colours. I'm looking for all my pinks.
You're going in with your Prism ink pads for this.
So I'm going to use this petal pink.
Yep.
And I'm just going to lightly add this on. I don't want it to be too strong. I just want it to sort of just cover the edges of our design here.
Oh yeah, that's so nice. Just subtle bit of colour.
And because this is like a lighter weight of your Ink Me, you're also going to be able to use your alcohol markers on top of this as well. So let's go in with that. We'll put that to one side. Grab my pad from here. And then I'm going to stick, before we stick it onto our card blank, we're going to do all of the different designs. So I'm going to grab my colour here. I've let her just sit and dry that sort of colour into that image, but I love the sort of like leftover pieces that you can use here, because that also makes really cool cards. Yeah,
like you say, it's sort of like the reverse technique. Oh, doesn't that look so pretty?
So I'm going to pop this on here.
And you can use those like
so.
You can fill in those balloons with the leftovers.
Yeah. So I'm going to peel off this design here. Just get in, because you'll find that sometimes with some of the designs you do have little bits that get left in.
Yeah.
I'm just going to squish that down on there, just try and remove any of these extra pieces. You can use your pokey tool to do this, or I find it easiest with a craft knife.
Yep.
Got one more little bit up here. And get rid of that. And then we're actually going to colour in this design now. So I'm going to go in with a mixture of different colours. We're going to use that chisel tip to sort of give this a gorgeous coloured effect. Now, because we've gone over with our alcohol markers already, you just want to be a little bit careful with obviously your colour, because you don't want it to bleed in or anything like that. So we can just go in, be really, really delicate with these edges.
Oh, Gemma Louise says, looks fab. Ace techniques with the peel-offs. We'll defo try this.
Yeah, this is a fantastic one, especially for, I think it just gives it an even more modern feel with them being like multicoloured and different sort of shades. So definitely try your hand at this one, and then I'm just going to go around these sections with the darker colour just to give them that nice sort of tone. So
yeah, make them a bit more three-dimensional.
yeah, going to keep going. I've got a selection of really nice bright fun colours
Absolutely.
that we're going to go in with these ones. So I've got orange next, I've got pink as well, but we're going to choose like a lighter pink.
Yeah.
And just go around with this, and then we can always come back and add more of each colour if we feel like we need it towards the end. So
Yeah,
that
of course.
one's going to go in now and just do that extra shading on here. And of course you can go back around these designs if you felt like you wanted to soften those edges up. I'm going to go in with my pink now.
Oh, these are just such fun colours for this card.
So this is a different like pink that we've used here.
Yep.
I think I need one more colour, maybe blue. I like a really nice fresh blue, that might work.
Yeah, because you've got that turquoisey colour.
I'll just go in around here. And it's just really quite fun when you add in like your colours into this. It just gives it a whole other like lease of life.
Yeah, it's absolutely brought it to life just from those. It's absolutely stunning.
So let's go in with a blue. I always like to like test the colours before we go down onto my
onto your
card
design,
with them,
yeah.
because you'll often find that they look a little bit different on the caps to how they look normally.
Yeah,
For the
100%.
light blues. Well, we don't have any in here. What's that one? No, that's the turquoise again.
We've got a lot of duplicates in there as well.
We do, don't we? But there's not many.
It's the one.
Not many lighter
What about that one at the
colours.
front?
Which one? This one?
Yeah.
I think
Have
I've
you
just
already got
tried
that one?
Yeah, it's just it looks a little bit more.
Lisa's going to
Yeah.
find some more.
The blues, if we've got them, Lisa.
Yeah, the blues. Florence says, good morning, too busy watching. We are all the same. We are totally engrossed in this demo. It is fabulous.
Well, let's
In
give her
fact,
a
yeah, they're
pink
not them.
dress as well, so a dress matches.
Yeah, get them pastel ones as well. They might be good.
Oh, the pastel ones will be great.
We've got you a few.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they're the colours that we're missing. So I'm just going to go in, give her a really nice
Pink dress.
and then we're going to just colour in her shoes as well. And then I've got my sort of really light sort of skin colour tone here. We're just going to add to her arms and onto her legs as well. And then let's find this lighter shade of blue. Let's try this one. That will work. We're going to finish off our balloons with this blue, and then I am going to personalise this even further by using our like relatives that we've got
yeah.
here.
I forgot that you'd grabbed those. That blue looks perfect, doesn't it, in there?
So add these in. And then I'm going to keep it silver, so it matches the silver in here.
Yep.
But there's a gorgeous granddaughter one.
Oh, amazing.
So let's just peel that away. And then I'm just going to use my tool here just to make sure that that is in line with my sentiment.
Doesn't that look just so perfect?
It's so cute. It all works so nicely
It
together.
really
as well.
does.
And then we can just add this onto our card. So I'm going in again with that gorgeous foiled edge, so it matches really, really nicely.
I love that.
With the foil, sort of like faux foiling that we've created there. in our colours.
What a sweet card. Look at that. The silver and the pink go so well.
It does, doesn't it? They're like the perfect match.
Absolutely perfect match. And again, very little stash used there. Absolutely phenomenal. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Everybody is loving that one. Get your comments in. Show us some love for that card. We love it. Okay, it is time for not only the Win It Weekly reminder, but we're going to announce the prize rollover, aren't we?
Ooh.
So let's do the Win It Weekly reminder. Let's just keep you on your toes. For this week's prize, we've got 3 lucky winners. And we want to know worldwide which of the following products is produced the most each year. Cheese, cocoa or coffee. So much love on this. Catherine Brooks says stunning card again. Michelle says gorgeous card. Viv says love that card. Natalie. Florence says wish I was 16 again. I know, right? Love, love, love that. Okay, so you've had our weekly Win It Weekly reminder, and it's time to reveal.
I forgot to put the VT of the actual thing.
Oh no.
Lisa.
We're just wait, give me 2 seconds.
2
We're
minutes.
going to give Lisa 2 seconds, 2
See if I
minutes.
can find it.
I'm going to see if we can. We need to see it again.
There's
Come
so
on.
much included in that as well. I can't even remember what
It's like
was
£600
in
worth
it.
of
There was-
goodies, isn't it?
There was loads included in
It
that.
gives me a little chance to recap today's launch and get all tidied up as well. So much love for that card. Gemma Louise says gorgeous make. Natalie, thank you so much.
I think I've got the right one.
We got it?
Got it.
Think.
Oh, amazing.
Is that the right one?
I think
Yeah,
that's the right
that's
one.
the right one.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It is the right one.
So many good goodies in there. You've got golden oldies. You've got your that Puntastic collection.
Yeah. Dies.
Limited edition dies.
Scoreboard.
Jam packed.
Let's reveal our winner. It is Rachel McGrath. Absolutely huge, huge congratulations, Rachel. Absolutely incredible prize. If you can email us, it's service@hunkydorycrafts.co.uk. We will sort that out for you. Oh my goodness, that is going to be like Christmas Day. Congratulations. Okay, it's time to recap our new launch for today. And we've got some incredible tools as well. You've probably seen Natalie using them in her demos, and we're going to show you those now before we have a quick recap. So, as Natalie said, that $4.99 crafty burnishing tool is perfect for...
That's got the wrong price on it.
Oh no.
It's $4.99.
I know.
Giving them away, Lisa. Honestly, it is $4.99. You saw Natalie use it again. It's just great for smoothing them down. Again, especially if you're crafting onto like your acetate or your parchment, or even just cards in general. Turn it over and give it a really nice good crease. It just gets that sticky bonding really, really nicely as well. And again, it's so great for anything like stickables, multiple mats and layers, anything like that. Amazing. We have your precision craft tweezers on here. So we've got 2 pairs for $5.99 for them both. Incredible. So you've got 2 pairs of spring action tweezers, so it's great for those small fiddly items. Again, it's so great for those peel offs. We saw Natalie use them for those dinky little ones, and especially those big designs as well, to just start peeling those off. Again, it's great for things like gemstones.
Great for gemstones.
Gemstones, and even other crafts as well. If you do things like crystal art,
Oh, yeah.
or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just so
Quilling
great.
as well.
What, sorry?
Quilling.
Quilling, yeah,
Mm,
great
quilling.
for quilling. 100%, $5.99 for those. And my favourite craft tool of all time, it is the 3-in-1 die brush. Again, you can use your pokey tool to pick up and shape your peel offs if you prefer. Again, it's just personal preference. You get that wonderful brush on there to get rid of any waste or weeds from your die cuts. Again, it's great to pick up gemstones, sequins, anything like that. And again, even peeling back your tape. I love, love, love this tool. I genuinely have about 3. So that one is $11.99. Amazing. So let's have a little recap of today's wonderful, wonderful peel offs, and we've got a couple more samples for you. So we are going to go in with that Ultimate Collection, Collection 3. It includes the project book as well as your 4 sets of peel offs. So we are getting 4 sets of peel-offs in here as well. Absolutely sheets on sheets on sheets here, as well as that amazing project book for you. So we're going to show you those in a little bit more detail. We're going to have a little recap whilst Nat gets ready for her third and final demo. We will be a little bit quicker with this one because we have shown them off really nice and slow in the first part of the show, but so many hints and tips in this project book that you're getting. Craft card, we've got colouring in, we've got black on here, lots of sort of paper piecing techniques, negative techniques in here. We did have a few people asking if we were going to demo the waste, but we have got lots and lots of projects in here that use that negative waste sort of things and pair them up with those transfer sheets as well. So that is an incredible project book for your stash. And then we have our wonderful birthday set that we just saw Natalie using with all of those bunches of balloons there. Incredible designs on here. That's that girl with the dress and the balloons on there. Stunning designs, jam-packed edge to edge. We've got all those stunning presents, all with different patterns and designs on. The champagne with the glasses. Again, so many. Everybody's fun fave, the fast food one with the burger, the fries and the fizzy pop. And the envelopes just bursting with blooms there. So that's your birthdays. Set 10 is your plants and flowers. Again, we've got a real mixture of traditional and more contemporary styles in here. We've got those beautiful ferns, the hydrangeas, that wonderful teacup as well, which we saw paper piece with those spotty papers. Absolutely gorgeous. This one was from Natalie's first demo, so you can take a rewind and have a look at that on that acetate. Absolutely stunning. We've got all of those beautiful hanging baskets on there, sentiments throughout here as well, and we've got those windows as well. Next, we have our hobbies and pastimes. Now, this one's so different, so unusual. Going to be perfect for those ones that you really struggle to make or just really personalise for you. So you've got all of those crafty implements, you've got your glues, your scissors, your paintbrushes, and the sentiment crafting makes everything better, which we just could not agree more with. We've got the wonderful little cute pinny on there with the mixing bowl and all of those kind of things. Absolutely gorgeous. The sewing with your pin cushions, your sewing machine, the wonderful like dress mannequin, as well as that tape measure border. Absolutely phenomenal level of detail in these. Something for all our music fans with the records, the guitar. We've got all of those wonderful notes as well. Listen to the music, and we've got sing and dance. All of our wonderful handy DIY tools on there, and then we're finishing that off with the golf one, which again is just so fun and different. And then finally we have got our sentiments and borders. Apologies for confusing this one in the first part of the show. Absolutely jumbo sentiments on here. Wonderful mixtures. So you've got happy birthday, make a wish, let's eat cake. You've got all those relatives. We saw Natalie sneak one into her second demo with this one, and those borders again, we saw that one in the first demo as well. So there is lots of choice and variety in here. You've got life is good, congratulations, with sympathy, get better soon, thinking of you. Again, really nice mixture of typography on there, and all of those beautiful borders that are going to be just so easy to just drape across your cards. And then we've got that one as well, just that stunning, it's almost like a disco ball, that one. I love it. We'll show you a few more projects and then we're going to go straight back to Natalie for the last demo. So we've got this one as well, coloured in. We absolutely love to colour those ones as well. This one's been used with watercolour pencils. Again, we've got some more. I love those strips used on that wood grain. It really echoes that.
It's cool, isn't it?
So cool. We've got this one as well, with the sort of gold outlines and then the silver waist pieces, just to fill in those innards there. Absolutely gorgeous. 2-in-1 card there. Got a little bit of classy black and gold on there. This beautiful hydrangea sample here. Again, using that acetate, no workings showing, and then that trim meter finish. That is a beautiful card. That's one of Barbara's, that. And then we've got them on the parchment as well. Again, black and gold just works so lovely for this one. We've got a bit of inking on this one. Again, absolutely stunning to make your gift tags as well. Don't forget those. And again, some more wonderful examples of both toppers, centerpieces, backgrounds. So many different ideas for you to use your peel-offs. Who knew? And you're going to get that project book with many of these samples in there. But Natalie, are you ready for your third demo?
I am. So we're going to show you how you can use these as stencils, but also I'm going to show you how you can use like the waste as well. So we're going to use that as like a topper. So I'm just sort of picking out my designs, and you can see that I've already started with this, and I'm layering up all of these fun designs. So we've got the paintbrushes in here, we've got the scissors, I've used some of the tapes as well.
Oh, nice.
So let's grab this set of scissors. Let's have that one sort of come in down here, and then I can take this piece. Now you want to be really careful when you lift these out when you're doing this technique, because you want to keep as many of those pieces inside the design. So let's pop that up there, and I think my last piece is going to be this paintbrush, or maybe let's do this one. Let's do that paintbrush there. So we've got lots of different designs in here. Now you are going to be able to reuse these again, because we're going to go over with our ink, and our ink doesn't, because it's water based, it's not going to colour in the images. So I've got a piece of, this is just one of the backings from my foam pads. So once we've lifted it off, we're going to put them back on there so we can reuse these designs again.
What a great technique. Like you say, it resists that, isn't it? It's like when you're inking like your trim me pads or anything like that, the foil will just resist.
So you've just got that stuck on there now, and you can see it's just going to peel away again, so we're going to be able to reuse these
Great
designs.
idea.
So colourways, I'm not really sure what colours to do. What do you think, Bex?
I reckon some nice, I think with these crafty tools,
idea.
I think hunky dory purples.
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Let's do, do I have my
Do you have them with you?
really dark purple? I do. It's there. So let's do an ombre. I'm a sucker for an ombre.
Oh, we love an ombre.
So we're going to go in with orchid, we're going to go in with our lovely lilac, and then I've got my vivid violet here ready to go. So let me just grab this one, and we're just going to go over the design here. So it's going to create like a nice little panel for our design to go on. So I'm going in really a little bit lighter than normal with that lovely lilac, just to give that a
nice little wash of colour.
nice wash on the top bit. This pad needs replacing because it's definitely falling apart.
Oh, some of mine are.
And then our orchid. This is a lot more vibrant, so I'm just going to start by
Just with
not
what's...
even adding extra colour on.
Oh yeah, again, you can see how
just
pigmented
so you can see
they
how
are.
it comes
Oh,
together,
yeah.
and then we can really start to put pressure on this section now to bring out those deeper tones of the colour.
Gorgeous.
And then we're going to switch that out, and we can use our lovely violet, which is the deepest purple that we have. So I'm going to need to really work these two colours together in the beginning to
Like marry them up.
get that beautiful seamless ombre.
Yeah.
And then I'll go in and add a little bit more ink onto there to colour.
What a
this
great
last bit
technique.
in. So make sure you've got enough colour and you're happy with how much you've got down, because once you've peeled it off, it's a little bit more tricksy to sort of work out where all those bits and pieces need to go. So if you wanted to lift, like sort of go over these elements, it would become a little bit more difficult.
Yeah,
So
definitely worth getting the colour right the first time if you can.
let's pop these back. And then I'm going to use my craft knife just to lift off these designs.
Oh,
and
look
we'll just
at that.
place them all onto here to use again at another time.
Oh, it's like a big reveal.
It's really cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got that really nice outline there with all of the
So clever.
paintbrushes on. And it's really nice for sort of like creating patterns. I mean, you could keep the silver on if you wanted to. It looks really cool with the silver on there as well, but it's a great technique.
Absolutely.
To using them in a completely different way to sort of how
Yeah.
you would traditionally use peel-offs.
Yeah. And it allows you to make more cards when you've peeled them off again.
Exactly.
You know, you can use these all on a different card.
And there's some great sort of like cards within the book as well, which show this. So I'm just going to pop that back on there, and then my last scissors, I'm hoping I can fit these on this edge. So you just, because we're obviously lifting them off, just be really careful because you don't want to sort of like damage those again. But then we're going to peel off this back in, just being really careful because of course we don't want the tape to rip our design.
Oh, look at that.
So now we've got that real sort of like seamless image, which looks fantastic. But we're going to use some of these bits and pieces here. So let me grab my transfer sheet. I've cut this down a little bit. We're not using the whole piece because we don't need to.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah.
And I'm just going to get my craft knife in to be able to lift that up. I don't even think we need all of this bit.
Yeah, I know Catherine, Carol, and I think it was Peter as well, were asking how to use these. So we're really glad that you're showing us, Nat.
So I'm going to put this on top of my design here, and then I'm going to go in with my burnishing tool, and I'm going to do it on top, and I'm going to do it on the reverse as well. So if anyone's ever done any vinyl crafting,
Yes.
it's kind of like transferring your vinyl.
It absolutely is, yeah.
So you want to be really, really careful. And we're going to then peel back this design. So again, you can see how gentle I'm being here to make sure that as much as possible like transfers onto this sheet.
Yeah, you just peel it off really slowly. Oh, look at that.
So you've got those designs from the paintbrushes coming through, like so. So then I'm just going to remove these pieces that I don't want on my card, because obviously there was a little bit more hanging over there. So we can just place those back in. We'll just pop them to one side for us to be able to place them back in at a later date.
Yeah.
And then we can add this in. Now I think I'm going to go across like this. What I'm going to do is trim this one off so I can have it coming in on my card as well.
Oh, nice. What a good technique.
So I'm going to do it, just rub these elements on, and then it's just a case of lifting that back up and you will have transferred them. Again, you want to be really gentle, and you can kind of
Press it down.
press it down and then lift it, the rest of it back up, just to make sure you've got those edges. And again, if anything's being a little bit tricksy, this is a very fine point here that I'm trying to stick down. You can just sort of lift your finger up onto there.
Oh, incredible.
I'm going to bring this one back in and add this in here, so we've got like 4 of those paintbrushes coming across.
So good, like off the edge too.
And then again, just peel that back. These transfer sheets can be used a number of times again, so
Yep.
keep those back-ins because we can place that back onto the back-in and reuse those for another time.
Yeah, they're so sticky and they're just so good.
Instead of cutting these off, I'm just going
Bend
to
them
fold
round.
that back across there, and then I'm going to go in with my sentiment. So I'm just going to pop this on a little piece of white card. We will do a little border edge as well for it, so
Amazing.
don't want it to be too big, but we are going to use this sentiment here. Now with your sentiments as well, you can use your transfer sheets. Let's
Yeah, of
see if
course.
this will fit across here. I might need to do it this way around, and again just use it in exactly the same way.
Yep.
And this is just going to help with your letters being lined up. So if you've got any sort of text like this where it is a number of different letters, you can just peel that away. You can see how easily that is coming off.
Nice.
You'll find that it helps with like removing some of those little pieces as well that sometimes get stuck.
Yep.
And if there is anything left over, then again it's really easy to just go in with your craft knife and sort of remove any of those bits away. So where are we up to? Got any in there?
Catherine Brooks says, is the transfer reusable? Natalie has covered this.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. Yeah, you can use them several times. Do not worry. Peter says, thanks for showing us how to use the transfer sheets. You're welcome. Diane Riccello says, I never do DL cards, but they look amazing when they're demo. Treat yourself to some.
Yeah, we've got them in our foiled edge. We've got them in our regular designs as well. They are really quite cool.
Yeah, they are.
So we've got that on there. I'm going to place that back on there, and then I'm just going to remove these little pesky bits.
Yep.
Just a little bit easier on the paper rather than on that sticky sheet. Not that many left in there. So that one says, crafting makes everything better, which is so true.
So true.
So let's grab our border strips.
Oh, I think everyone really needed to see the transfer sheets as well. Catherine Briggs says, thank you for showing us how to use these. You're welcome. We do try and show as much as we can during our demo. So we're so glad that so many people have found that helpful. Oh,
We're just going to use this around the edge of here.
So cute. It saves you having to mat and layer it as well.
Exactly. I mean, I should probably like cut it down to the right size first because I've definitely stuck it on here wonky. So let's just try and trim it so it's straight. I think we're getting there. I mean, if it's wonky, I think it's just going to add to the fun of this card,
Quirky
if I'm
charm.
honest.
Yeah, I think so.
There we go. So then we can just place this along those outside edges
Amazing.
to create that sort of faux matte layer
Yeah.
that we love sometimes on our cards. So let's just trim that down, make sure that that's stuck, and then we'll just move it around. And yeah,
So
everyone's going to find their own ways to using these. They're all going to have their own favourite ways of sort of creating
Yeah, I
cards
even
with
like it like
these.
that, like almost like a jeans label with the 3 sides as well.
Oh, that's what we're going to do, because we're going to have it sort of like
Oh,
coming
hang it-
in on our card. yeah.
Nice.
And then I think I'm going to get another big strip of these ones. Put that back in because I want another second strip. Can we get that?
Absolutely amazing. Just reading some of the comments. So much love for these as well. Pauline says the reverse tweezers are a game changer. They absolutely are. We love that. Oh, that looks so nice, Nat.
So let's pop this down here to sort of help break up that design.
Yeah, it looks so good.
should fit the whole way across.
Nice.
And just make sure that that is stuck. Remember, it's going to stick better to the white part than it is the inked part. So
Yep.
just edging that on there, and then I'm going to make sure that all of those pieces that we've added on are all nice and stuck with our finishing tool. Oh goodness, that's gone a little bit wonky. Let's try and get it on the white a bit more. That's better. There we go.
Oh, lots of tips for the borders as well. Michelle says using them around either perfect verses or your trim
Yes.
knees on the inside of your card. I just think it finishes and makes the edges not so noticeable. 100%.
love that idea.
Me too.
That is very cool. So let's trim those bits onto there. I'm going to get my DL card now. I'm going to pop this on with some foam pads so it stands nice and proud.
Yep, love that.
And then we are done.
Awesome. Again, a few people, Sam and Peter as well, saying like using the borders saves on your mats and layers, saves on your postage, keeps your cards nice and light. I think these peel-offs in general keep your cards nice and light.
They really, really do. That can go on there, and then we'll use these again on here.
What a great card to finish the show. Crafting makes everything better. It certainly does. Wow.
So there you
Wow. What a great demo. There's so many different techniques in there. We've got inking, we've got transfer sheets, borders. Absolutely incredible. And doesn't that card look phenomenal? 3 awesome demos today, Nat. Thank you so
Thanks.
much. It is time to wrap up and finish our show. Everybody loving those demos, so much inspiration, and we're so glad that you found today's show helpful. Next up on Hobby Maker, you can tune in today for some crafty fun. Oh, she's got lovely evening shows today. I think she's seeing her mum this afternoon.
She is, yeah.
Down in the Midlands. So Amy is on Hobby Maker this afternoon at 4 p.m. She's got our new collection, Dapper Dogs and Classy Cats, sorry. 7 p.m, oh my goodness, back in stock binding discs. Sound the alarm.
We're very excited for that show.
We're so excited for that show. 7 p.m. for our back in stock binding disc, and then 8 p.m. for another look at that Dapper Dogs Classy Cats collection. Next up on Hunky Dory TV, it is the one you've all been waiting for. You're back tomorrow with Kat.
I am.
At 10 a.m. tomorrow, we have a brand new Diamond membership free gift to unveil. And no spoilers, but it is incredible.
It's beautiful.
It's so beautiful. We cannot wait to show you that. So we will see you here tomorrow bright and early at 10 a.m.